This is our stage now. Henshin! Suya! Orange Arms! Hamanachi on stage! Hello guys, yep, we're back. Kamen GAIM! It's a great show so far, but I'm only 6 episodes in. Decided to ditch X8 for a bit, but don't worry. I'm watching this with my father, so this doesn't count about my solo shows. But anyways, I will count this in though, but we shall do a special video today. Since I recently watched GAIM X Wizard at the wrong time, I am currently obsessed with the show GAIM now, and I want to do a special video where, like I did with Drive, if you haven't seen it, it's probably already out, or it's going to be released soon, the Drive video. I'm gonna go over some forms of GAIM, and also some forms of the other characters, like, at least one form for the secondary 3 or 2, whatever. And then, some legendary forms for them, too. Yeah, so we shall go on to the forms, and let's go. And let's start off with GAIM Orange Arms. As you can see right there, he is standing in the stage. Matter of fact, let me edit the photo so I can get it more clearly. There we go, so much better. Alright, so now coming to GAIM Orange Arms. The first form, features is basically of the form of a fruit, on a Kamen Rider. So basically, it's mostly orange. He also has access to a orange sword, and then also he uses the final weapon attack using his sword on the driver, Orange Squash, with the visor being orange. And yeah, that's Orange Arms. Now let's go to Baron. As you can see, the banana arms is way different. Most of the suit being red, silver, and yellow with the banana. Two of the banana slices like being split in half like a banana, going on the side like his shoulder pieces. He uses his banana spear split or whatever to fight. And then he uses, I believe, a banana finisher. I believe banana squash is the finisher with the sword. And on his belt, besides that, the new faceplate on the belt is different. It's to himself Baron. And then also one more thing, the eyes are way different because it's like a rigged type texture with also the horns on his head. But yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Ryugen, the grape rider, is way different. Basically, this is based on a grape. Kind of reminds me of Double because the colors are way exactly the similarity, which basically like green, purple, and some silver. Reminds me of Kamen Double, but basically the suit is shaped like a grape with the grape arms falling down on his like shoulder to represent like the grape falling down or something. And then the visor is also this time we see like a full-on type of visor of it being the color purple with his head like the stem. And I think we're gonna move on to the next one because the next one is I forgot about that. He has a gun that can, a grape gun basically. It can shoot up to 5 times. But yeah, we shall move on to the next one. Zangoose. Since I do not have much about him, he is basically just a melon rider. And basically, the melon rider, that is, he has like a horn type, almost looking like Kuga. His eyes look very different, and it's mostly just white. And like he eating melon. But yeah, we shall move on to the next one because this is too much. So we should move on to the next one. Legendary forms. Kamen Rider, Legend Rider forms. So first we have on the right, we have GAIM in Wizard Arms, because it represents him. It's basically the armor of Wizard strapped to GAIM's chest with the the shoulders of GAIM. Wizard arm is basically like some of the helmet of Wizard. And then for double, Ryugen double arms, which kind of fits because Ryugen is the same color almost as double. And basically the chest of double is the what was it? Is it the chest? The chest of double is on Ryugen, and then the head folds in, making the side, and then the head also kind of makes the two eyes being green and purple. And then on the left side, we have Force Zangoose. He has a big rocket in his hand, and mostly because the Forze helmet, the sides of the helmet go onto the shoulders, and then the chest go onto the chest part, and then we got finally O's Kamen Rider O's. Kamen Rider O's. The chest plate goes on the chest like always. Same thing with the sides too, and it also makes the eyes light up with Baron. But anyways, we shall now take a farther look at the lock opening type heads. So basically, it's just a big head of double, with the double in the middle, with the little like whatever thing that double has in the middle with the two eyes, with the Cyclone Joker side, with the hole. Then O's basically a big O's head with the eyes and the red and black, and then the Forze head, which is a big Forze head, very big, with everything Forze. And then after that, a big Wizard head, which is basically just the whole entire Wizard head, CGI and all that stuff. As you can see, we can see Forze and O's and double. As you can see, their heads on top of each other, and they kind of fit. But basically, this is how they transform, and then after they peel down to reveal the one and only double arms, Wizard arms, as you can see right here. Forze arms with the rocket on Zangoose head, and with also the sword of O's, and then the sword of Wizard with GAIM. And yeah, those are the legendary forms for all four of them. And we shall move on to another legendary form, and the LOCKSEEDS too after that. But we'll move on to more legendary forms, such as Drive Arms. Drive Arms is different. GAIM, instead, his visor turns to like the eyes of Drive himself. The head folds down, and half of the head is like almost like the shoulders. And he also has the ability to equip the Drive steering sword, and also it almost looks like GAIM because the back of the helmet is like kind of like a spoiler. I mean, it is a spoiler of it. And then yeah, we shall move on to the next one. Pine Arms, also known as Pineapple Arms. The helmet on the back also is now kind of like a pineapple, and then some of the shoulders and the arms, actually the pineapple is basically on the arms like that too. And then I believe Pine Squash is the final finisher. Anyways, whatever. Now it's Ichigo, also known as Strawberry. He has access to 2 spears, like always. I mean, and then the visor is red, and the helmet is like a cherry with it's like a strawberry, like with the top being like the stem, and the sides are also like the other parts of the watermelon. I mean the strawberry. Watermelon arms, a big version of GAIM, which is the whole entire body is basically like a watermelon in a robot, which he has access to a big 2 dual swords with big feet. And next one is Kadashi arms, I believe. He has like a mantle. He also has 2 signature capes signature flags that can also be used as a weapon. And the helmet is different anyways. And then we have the final form Kiwami arms, which is a fruit basket. He uses 2 LOCKSEEDS, and it's more like a knight armor with a mantle, and then he also has like a crown part of it. And with the what was it? It's way different though, because it has all the fruit on it. And then I think we should do one more legendary form. Ichigo arms, which is basically the first rider arms of Kamen GAIM. Basically, the head of Ichigo is on the chest of GAIM, with the sides of Ichigo being like the shoulder part, and also his eyes actually look like the actual Ichigo's eyes. But yeah, it's pretty much an Ichigo version of it. And then we should move on to the LOCKSEEDS now. LOCKSEED 7, orange arms, which are basically orange on the outside with a lock. And then we have the orange inside when it's split, and then the signature weapon, the orange sword. And then the next one, banana, which is a banana on with LOCKSEED 8, with the signature sword, the spear thing with the banana on there. And then the grape one, we have the grape on the lock, with the gun of the grape, and then a grape in there. And then we have the LOCKSEED 10, the watermelon LOCKSEED with the sword, the signature sword, and then inside of a watermelon. And then we got the Kidoshi arms, which right there, which is basically Kidoshi. And then we got the DJ gun in it, and then we got the what was it? We got the DJ gun, and
I don't know,
the watermelon
guys.
thing. Fruit basket, which has every single fruit on it. LOCKSEED 00, and it's open. It reveals Kiwami arms. And then we got the double one, which is basically just a double face with the word Kamen double with the colors. And then the guy memory inside of the bottom, and the driver of double. And then we got O's, which is the same thing with the O's face. And then we got the driver of O's and the metal in there. And then we also got the Forza with the Forza face, and then an actual switch in the Forza driver itself. And then same thing with Wizard. We got the Wizard face on there with the colors of Kamen Wizard on it. And then we got the driver and the Wizard ring on the LOCKSEED. And then we got the drive arms, which is basically drive with saying type speed with the same colors. And then the drive belt with the shift car. And then we also got the Ichigo one with Ichigo and saying Kamen 1 on the side with the colors. And then it has the belt, and then it also has the rider kick on there. And then this one is very large. And what I mean by that, this is just the Heisei LOCKSEED, so meaning this has the accessibility from any Heisei rider, from Kuga to GAIM. So let's just say you want to access Kuga arms, you can access Kuga arms. You want to access Agito arms, you can access Agito arms. If you want to access Ryuki arms, you can access Ryuki arms. If you want to access Fai's arms, you can access Fai's arms. If you want to access Hibiki arms, you can access Hibiki arms. Same thing with Kabuto arms, Deno arms, Kiva arms, Decade arms, Double arms, O's arms, Forza arms, Wizard arms, and then GAIM arms too. And on the inside, it's almost like the powers of all Heisei riders, with like the first part being like the colors of GAIM, and then the GAIM logo on the bottom. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Like and subscribe, and remember, see ya!